Hi everyone, and welcome back to Learning Kitchen Live. My name is Giselle Gaffney and I am one of the dietitians here at Community Servings. Today with me I have the lovely Denise. She is our nutrition intern for the month of October, and I'm so psyched to have the opportunity to cook this meal with her.
Me too.
Today we'll be cooking a tofu dish. This is a very delicious dish. It's called Southwest Tofu Scramble. This recipe is tasty, it's a little spicy, but it's also loaded with vegetables and packed with protein. So, before we get started, I would like to thank our friends over at Boston Scientific for the support of this program. And I also would like to remind everyone who's watching this video now or in the future that in the box under this video, at the comment boxes, you will find a couple important things. You will find a handout for this recipe. You will also find a handout that talks about the ingredient spotlight of today's recipe, which is tofu. So you'll learn more about tofu and the benefits of eating more tofu, including more tofu into your diet. And also a survey, and it will be very great if you could answer the survey, because we learn a lot from you and what you want to see here in our live cooking demos. All right, so let's get started. Today's recipe is pretty easy, very simple, and it's takes no more than about 30 minutes. It only uses one skillet, so everything's going to be cooked in one pot, and uses about 10 ingredients. Most of these ingredients, I would think that the majority of people might have some of them at home already, probably minus the tofu, but like some of the spices you may already have. So I'm going to start by heating our skillet in like medium high heat for about a minute or so. Meanwhile, let's talk a little bit about tofu. So here's the tofu. Tofu is, I like to call it a blank canvas. You can do a lot with it, right? So for this recipe, we are using extra firm tofu. So usually for stir fries, you use extra firm, whereas when you're making dessert with tofu, you would use the soft version. So we're using extra firm, like I said. At home, once you open the little container, you want to remove the water that comes with, and you want to get a clean towel, kitchen towel, pat it dry, wrap it, and put something heavy on top of it to help drain more of that water that's right in the middle of it. So I have this very hot pot I'm going to put right on top of it, and I have been doing this for a little while already. So at home, you want to do it for at least 15 minutes. While it's draining, you can work on the rest of the recipe, right? So you can start chopping your kale. Here's already clean and chopped. You may want to slice your peppers, any colors you have at home. I'm using red and yellow here. And you may also want to do the dressing or the sauce for the dish, right? So here we have salt, pepper, turmeric, chili pepper, garlic powder, and cumin, right? So follow the recipe for the amount of this, and you can just put them all in one little bowl. And with that, 3 tablespoons of water. It cannot get any easier than that. So here we are. Mix it together.
Such a flavorful sauce, just with spices and water.
Yeah, this dish is very low in fat, especially saturated fat, because we're using a plant-based protein. Tofu has more of those heart healthy fats, the unsaturated, polyunsaturated types of fats, which is the opposite of what we find in red meat, which is more of the saturated fats. They are not as great for your heart. So this is what the sauce looks like. And you can just leave it on the side for a little bit until you're ready to use it. So now, the next step is to use a little bit of canola oil, cooking oil, and start sauteing your peppers. I want to remind everyone, in this recipe, it calls for red onions, and I decided to leave it out because there is an outbreak of salmonella in the United States at this time. So onions coming from Mexico, yellow, red, and white onions have been reported to making people sick because of salmonella. So we're leaving that out because we don't want anyone to get sick. But in the future, I would love to make it with red onions. You made it with red onions, right?
I did.
It was really good.
It was yummy.
Yes.
But this doesn't sound great. I love when it sizzles. And it looks so pretty.
It looks very pretty. We can even heat up a little bit.
Perfect.
There we go. All right.
Well, what I really like about tofu too is that it's very affordable. A whole, pound block costs about $2 or $3. It serves 4 people. Half a cup serving has about almost 10 grams of protein. Giselle was talking about how it's low in saturated fat. That's really important for a lot of people. 0 sodium in tofu, so you have to add your own if you want it. But if you're on a low sodium diet, it's really good for that. And then what Giselle said, it takes on any flavors that you like. Like this is a southwestern flavor, but if you like Asian cuisine, you could make it in a stir fry. It really is an adaptable ingredient.
I agree. And I also want to remind, in case you don't know what tofu is, right? So tofu comes from soybeans. So tofu, it's I don't know exactly how it's made, but it's made from soybeans. It's also a good source, besides being low in fat, it's also a good source of calcium, iron, and fiber. So yeah, you get a lot. You're getting a lot of nutrients for $2. So you're not only getting the protein, you're getting a lot of other things from tofu. And flavor. This is good.
This is good. This is just what you said, a great recipe to start, because a lot of people are, never tasted tofu, but they have an opinion about it. And so I think this is a great recipe to get them to try it and be like, wow. I'm going to put this into my weekly rotation of meals.
Yeah, I hope you try it, and I hope you think the same. So now that this is a little saute, you don't want to cook for too long. We're going to add our kale, and this is about 4 cups, so a big handful, it's about a cup.
It's beautiful kale.
Smells so good already.
I love the one-pan meals too for cleanup. It's so easy for
Yeah, look
cleanup.
at this. We don't have a whole lot of dishes to clean.
That was great.
Well, another beautiful thing about this recipe, it looks really nice. It has a lot of colors, and colors means phytonutrients. Phytonutrients are these little substances and molecules found in plants. It's part of the plant's immune system. So when we eat those molecules that are found in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and beans, we are also giving our immune system a boost. So please, be adventurous and eat the rainbow. The rainbow is it's a good way of thinking. If you can make a very colorful plate, that means you're getting different vitamins, you're getting different phytonutrients, and that's going to boost your immune system and overall may prevent heart disease, certain types of cancers. So it's something that, we tell kids, eat the rainbow. We should tell adults too, eat the rainbow.
And you'll feel good too. I think when I eat something like this, I feel so good.
Right. You don't feel sluggish after lunch. You feel like you have energy. And it has so much fiber that you will feel full for a good amount of time. You're probably not going to feel hungry until maybe after eating this, maybe 3 to 4 hours, depending on the person. But it should keep you full for a bit of time.
All right, are we ready for our tofu?
Okay, yeah.
The star of the show?
So we're basically halfway done sauteing our veggies, right? So Denise, can you just push it all over to one side? Great. Now, I'm gonna use my tofu. And what I decided to do, you can do a couple things. You can use a fork, get rid of the towel. And then you can use a fork to crumble it. Or what I done earlier, and I thought it was very cool, I just move it into my pot. And I use my whisker to break it apart.
I think that's a great idea.
So even easier. And you want to give the tofu before you add the sauce. You want to give the tofu a little bit of a, you want to crisp it up a little bit. So basically we're just trying to add some color, extra color to the tofu, and color is flavor.
Yeah, it looks really nice. The sauce gives it a nice color too, I think.
There we go. Then we may need to use the fork real quick just to break down some of the bigger pieces. All right.
Perfect.
All right, so now our easy sauce, Southwest sauce, and you will pour it over the tofu.
Yeah, it's such a nice
And
color.
a little bit over the veggies.
Perfect.
And you stir it all together.
You can see how the tofu is getting this beautiful golden color from the turmeric and chili powder. So pretty. Really does resemble scrambled eggs.
It does look like scrambled
Yeah,
eggs.
it really does.
The turmeric is what gives that yellow
Gorgeous color.
color that makes it look like eggs, scrambled eggs.
So pretty. And oh, I wish we could smell. It's such a great smell.
I agree. And we are going to serve this with some salsa, Greek yogurt, avocado, and cilantro in the form of a taco.
You want me to mix this up?
Yeah, you
now?
can mix it all
Okay.
together.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Oh, this is so pretty. The colors are tremendous.
I was a little bit ahead of the game, and I made a whole recipe before the class so I could show you while Denise finishes cooking that batch. And we always have a crew here that loves to try our recipes, so I made a bunch so people can get to try a little bit. And I'm pretty excited because I talked to some people in the hallway, and they never tried tofu. So I was like, come down, because this is the recipe to try. If you never tried tofu and you're a little unsure, this is your recipe. All right, so the way I would serve this.
We're gonna plate it up.
Yeah, so while you finish that, I'm gonna make a taco.
Okay. Want me to put some in?
Yeah,
I'm gonna get some red pepper.
give me some peppers.
So beautiful.
Ooh, yes.
How's that look?
Oh,
Nice.
delicious.
Yum.
So I like all these toppings, so I'm gonna add a little bit of salsa. So this can be breakfast, brunch, lunch, or dinner. It's like very, very good. I'm sorry, I'm gonna double dip in here and put a little bit of the I'm sorry guys, it's not sour cream, it's
Greek yogurt?
Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
A little bit of cilantro, and if you're a fan of avocado, why not? A little more, a couple extra spoon of some healthy fats,
Oh, that's gorgeous.
and voila! Here you have your little Southwest tofu scramble on a tortilla as a taco. Here we are. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed this recipe today. Again, my name is Giselle Gaffney. I'm one of the dietitians here at Community Servings. This is my friend Denise, and we would like to hear from you. Please leave comments. Tell us if you tried this recipe.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Bye.